Doo-doo-doo. Where is... Hi, Lori. How's Detroit? I don't think I've ever been to Detroit or Michigan. Hi, Scorpio, and hi, Jenny Jones. I'm okay. I woke up like this. But I'm just going to try to do a live reading before 3 o'clock in the morning. My sleep schedule's been so crazy. And I don't know if you guys were in the live last night, but I feel like that had a lot, all that energy had a lot to do with the moon, whatever moon it was. God, I'm not an astrologer, and I'm not going to sit here and be like, I know what the moon is for, and I know what I'm talking about. But I feel like it was a lot of things that needed to be purged, things that needed to be aware of. And it was just like crazy because all the energy was kind of like negative, but at the same time, it was something that was there. Welcome, Robert. Hi, Rita. So for the week ahead spread, it's what you need to think about, what you need to do, and then there's a challenge. So whatever that might be. I like to keep my readings about love, but sometimes it's not just about love that people are dealing with. Some people don't deal with love. Like, fuck love, you know? But at the same time, I don't really mind doing, my readings are kind of going to be all over the place anyway, just because I don't have a set time. What is the schedule, you know? Hope everyone is well. And I think that Pisces. All right. Pisces has kind of been going through it, I've noticed. It's got to be hard to be, I feel like, because you guys are on that border of being like one of the best psychics, because your intuition is just on point all the time. And I think that there's been a lot of energy that's like, you're really sensitive to energy right now. Let's just put it that way. So when you're out in public or you're around negative people, it's going to affect you. So it's like, what I've noticed is the advice is to kind of pay attention to what kind of energy that you're around, because you're going to be really sensitive to things. And it's not just the water signs, but I just feel like we're the feelings, you know, so we're the ones that are going to like catch on to it. And, you know, especially as a Scorpio, I have to be really careful about where I go and what I do now, because well, that's good, Robert. I don't know what it's like to be a Pisces. I'm on this side of the fence. I know a couple Pisces. They're all right. So, a challenge, what you need to think about, what you need to do. Who should we start with? So, I see Aries, so we'll start with the fire signs. So what does Aries need to think about for the week ahead? What is their challenge? What do they need to think about when it comes to this challenge? What do they need to do? I think that you guys are trying to figure out what makes you happy. You're trying to work on getting to that place where you can be happy, you know, whether it's with another person, but just figuring out what happy means to you and working on that, because I feel like you guys are kind of at that stage where you just want something to feel like home, you know. Some of you guys are dealing with a Libra at your job. Something that they're moving on from, I think that maybe you guys will be moving forward with this person. Somebody is. I'm on Aries. But I feel like someone left the situation. Someone doesn't want to leave, but they have to because there's just too much going on. There's a lot of stress, and someone feels like they're carrying the weight of everything. Like everything's on their shoulders. And it's like you're trying to be stable, but you know that being stable sometimes means moving away from things to better things, whether that has to do with love or a job. But I think that it has kind of both. I feel both energy. And I think that you do need to cut out the things that no longer serve you. I think that you've been paying attention. You notice things you've been noticing. Maybe you haven't really said anything, but you know. And for some of you, you do need to move away from a Libra or a Cancer, possibly some kind of air sign energy, kind of cold, emotionless. Because when it comes down to having a conversation with somebody about what you actually want to do, you know that that's going to involve some things falling apart, because this is like something is going to happen this week or already did. That's going to be a shock. You're not really going to see it coming, but I feel like somebody's energy is going to be flipped and they're going to be like the woman scorned. You know what I mean? Like they're not fucking playing this week. And I think that it has something to do with maybe you didn't commit to them. And I think that they're a really confrontational person, but it's like you don't really want to fight with them, but you're not walking away from them, but it's like you don't want to fight. Like you just like, maybe you do want to fight. I think that you want to have a conversation in the right way, but the energy isn't going to be the greatest. So you're going to have to pay attention or be aware of how you're speaking to people or vice versa, because it could end badly, but it could be really good if it's something that you need to talk about. So you can maybe get rid of this stuck energy, you know, and walk away from what no longer serves you. So for some of you guys, it involves a breakup with a water sign, perhaps somebody that you're walking away from, someone's walking away from you. I think that it's more about emotionally. There are some things that you need to leave, possibly just in the past, you know. I think that you've been enlightened about the things in your life that you treasure, the things you hold like close to your heart, but it's like there are some things that you do need to move away from to better yourself. And this person might have done that to you, but I feel like this is where your happiness was at one point. This is someone who makes you very happy. And there's some kind of moving on from something, like someone's just pulling back and they're not really talking about how they feel, but maybe that's you. Because it's like you don't want them to leave you, you know, you don't want to be left. So I think that's why you're holding back, because this is a person you're very comfortable with. You've had a lot of good times together. You could have been together a long time. Someone who you spend a lot of time with, doing whatever. This is like a wish come true for somebody in this situation where it was like a really good situation, you know, at one point, or it still is someone that you care a lot about, or vice versa, but they did leave, or someone, there's still energy of leaving. So the challenge, I think, is that there's going to be some kind of improvement to a situation in your life, but it is going to require some kind of recovery. So it's like, if you want to keep this situation, you do need to work on it and improve the situation. And maybe that's what they're trying to tell you, is that it can improve. So getting rid of that mindset, that the insecurity and the worry that comes along with it, and realizing that that's just how you feel and that's your insecurity. Because this person, I think that you're worried that they're going to leave, or this could be their energy. I'm getting both, and I don't know what side. You're going to have to figure it out. But it's like people quote me dead on, and it's like this could be vice versa very easily. But I think that this person that you're very comfortable with, that you're paranoid is going to leave you, isn't going to leave you. They want to come back into your life. They think that they have, them leaving was something they needed to do to learn how to communicate, how to feel, how to understand how they felt. Because how this energy was in the past, it wasn't that good. It wasn't stable. This person like wanted to offer stability, but they just weren't stable. You know, their energy was upside down. And I feel like you don't want to make that same mistake again. You felt like someone took advantage of you in the past because you jumped in head first because you love them and you like had this, all these good feelings, but it's just like, it didn't end well. And, someone needed to learn something. You know, this person had this energy of being very selfish. This person played the victim very well, but this person has learned from what they have done. They realize, I think that they had some kind of karma where they had someone treat them the exact same way that you were treated, and that's how they learned their lesson. And I think that this stems from some old things where this was a family. This is somebody in your family. And that's why it's so hard for you to talk about and deal with, because your version of happy was destroyed in this situation, and there hasn't been anything done about it. You knew it was like the elephant in the room and that no one wanted to talk about, you know, but you knew. So I feel like your challenge is going to be dealing with these people in your life and possibly just understanding that sometimes the satisfaction is going to start with yourself. What is it going to be for you to be happy? What is going to make you happy right now? Because some of you guys need to learn how to be independent on your own. And it might be this other person, but I feel like it's what is going to make you happy. Some of you guys do need to focus on yourself, but you don't want to do that because you know that's going to involve leaving someone out. But some of you really do need to do this, and you feel bad about it, but it's like right now, that's what you need to do, is focus on yourself, to keep it together, to become independent so you're not dependent on other people. So you don't constantly being let down by people that you considered family, by people that you thought cared about you. And I think that it's going to just come down to, do I have to do this on my own? Because I think that this is something that you need to learn how to do on your own. Regardless of what anybody says or how anybody feels, this is something that you're going to have to come up with on your own and take the steps in that direction. What you need to think about, the messenger of earth in reverse, I think that there was a reason that things were blocked in the past. But at the same time, I think that this is about the direction that you want to move, and the situation you're in right now is blocking you from moving forward with your life. And you recognize that because you know that it's going to take you kind of taking on this Leo energy, or you could be dealing with the Leo, but it is about taking control of the situation, regaining control of your life, regaining control of yourself, and kind of taking back your power in this, instead of kind of staying in a situation because you don't want to hurt somebody's feelings. But at the same time, everybody needs to be selfish at one point or another in their life. And you don't need to feel bad about that, family or not. Because, you know, somebody's going through quite a divorce, something that wasn't stable, something that, you know, there is some family issues with money or just stability overall. And it's like, you know that, and you're trying to take back control of this. And this could be a foreclosure. This is a lot of fighting in your family. And it's like you feel really alone in this because it has a lot to do with money for some people. Maybe someone's going to lose their family home. But I think that it's like Or is it just the feeling that comes with this because of what you had went through as a child? So you don't want to have to go through this. So you're trying to figure out what you need to do now to fix this. And it's going to come up. I think that you know what you want to do, and whatever you want to do, you're doing it the right way. And what you need to do is the Two of Water in reverse. You know, there's going to be people that are going to want to argue with you. There's going to be people that aren't going to listen to what you have to say. There might be some tension, but at the same time, it's just recognizing that people feel how they feel, and you don't have to let it affect you personally. It's like you just want there to be peace in this situation, but it's like you don't know how to get it there. You don't know how to fix this. You don't know how to fix everybody else, you know, when you yourself are trying to figure out what it's going to take for you to be stable. You're welcome, Roxy. Some of you guys put a lot of time into something or someone, and it's like, what did you get out of it? You know, this could be a job. It could be some kind of investment where it's like, you don't want to do this anymore, and you've tried. And, you know, to bring yourself to have peace of mind, it's just going to involve you letting people know they can't depend on you right now. You can't hold them up right now. You need to figure out your shit and get your shit together. And then maybe you can help other people. But it's like an unstable person, even though they appear to be very strong and you know, can probably handle a lot of things, you can't hold everyone up all the time, no matter who they are. Because it's like that energy is going to be to the point where yours is depleted. And then what good are you to yourself or anyone else? You care a lot about the people in your life. But at the same time, you're kind of holding yourself back from new beginnings because of whatever's going on in your life. Making this decision, whether or not it is, however it looks to other people involved. Teach, some of you guys have this ability, but at the same time, it's making this decision that you want to make yourself and not other people. Walking away from the toxic ass shit or feelings or whatever you got going on. So for Leo, for the week ahead, the challenge, what they need to think about and what they need to do. Leo, what's going on with you guys? Something happened. Some of you guys are going to find out you're pregnant this week and you're not going to see it coming. Some of you guys might have a good surprise when it comes to a job that you're going to be like, maybe you're going to get a new job or an offer or something where you didn't know that this was going to happen. Maybe somebody's mom is, something with somebody's mom. But I think that you're trying to balance things out. You have a lot of shit going on and you don't really know what you want. I think that you love someone, you want this partnership with somebody, you know what it could be. But at the same time, it's like, was there other people involved? Because, you know, sometimes the Empress does talk about that mistress energy, and then the Lovers is more than one person. So I feel like it really does come down to your choice. Like, you need to kind of figure that out, what you want to do. Thank you, Roxy. And you guys are going to know what you want to do. You guys have an idea. This is a new job for somebody, definitely. And it's something you want to do. Some of you guys might have an offer from an air sign or fire sign, maybe air too, because it flew out of my mouth like that. But maybe you're conflicted between air and fire. Which one am I going to build with? What we gonna do besides Netflix and chill, you know? You have the power to make it happen, though. I think good things are coming, and you want to have a conversation. An air sign might be telling you that they're pregnant. P.S. PSA. Maybe they want to get you pregnant. But I think that in the past, they made the wrong choice because of their own insecurities, because of their own jealousy and issues with their own personality. And now they're coming back in new energy. They fucked up and made the wrong choice. And they know that. They chose what they thought this other person was who you were. But it's like they didn't really see that at that time for some reason. You guys just want stability, whether you have to do it on your own, can you have someone stable in your life for once? You know what I mean? Why does it have to be on you? And it's just like, you want this to work out, but it's like, there's still a lot of grief. There's regret, there's loss, whether it's you or somebody else. You guys are getting messages from a fire sign too, that made a decision finally. So stop being so defensive to them, maybe. Stop pushing them away if you want them to deal with you, because they don't know how to handle that. So let's see. Challenge, what you need to do, what you need to think about. The bottom is the 5 of air in reverse. Now, this could have been your own mental conflicts within your own head. This could have been an air sign you're dealing with that they're not walking away from you. They did do something and they want to have peace in this situation, but they don't really know how to have this conversation, which is probably why they're not talking. They do want to talk. I do want to have a conversation. They realize something. Some of you guys are dealing with an Aquarius. An Aquarius who had some mental issues, but they're kind of figuring it out now in their head. They're kind of clearing the smoke and like seeing things clearly. And they do want to put, to make this work, renew the situation. But it's going to require some strength, strength, taking control, taking back your power. I think that's what you guys are doing. And it's in your own way. And it's not the conventional way. But either way, it's you guys doing what you need to do to be you. Some of you guys are dealing with somebody who is smothering and insecure and very dependent on you. Some of this is your mother. Somebody is dealing with an air sign who has this energy around them, whoever it is to them. Could be a baby mother. And maybe that's what they're not telling you, is that they're dealing with a crazy bitch, okay? Or maybe just low vibrational. But I think that that's why they're so cold and distant, is because of the people that they've had to deal with. Someone they genuinely cared about at one time, and it's like they feel like they need to help this person. Or maybe they themselves are doing something. Some of you guys might be going back to school. You're dealing with an earth sign. They're trying to figure their shit out, what they want to do. Some of you guys, there are some things being done behind your back by an air sign, or possibly an earth sign that's not communicating with you. Watch your thoughts. Watch the way that you're communicating. Maybe the way that you're thinking about something is incorrect. You guys are booed up. Anyways, the challenge is the messenger of fire in reverse. I don't think that there's any communication with somebody that you want to talk to, someone that you have a lot of passion for. Or maybe how they're communicating is like, they're dealing with some things that they need to take care of. Kind of acting immature. And what you need to think about is the 3 of arrows. Someone got their heart broken. Someone definitely chose someone else over you. Someone you were there for. This air sign possibly could be breaking your heart and choosing someone else. And they need to tell you that. that this is something that they feel like they need to do. Some of them are already married. Regardless of the situation, they're already involved in another situation, and some things need to be released in this. They need to release whatever they're in order for this to move forward. And it might hurt a little bit, but understand it's not the energy of this other person. And that's why their thoughts, the way that they communicate. You need to turn that down or I'm going to shut it off. So there's going to be some things worked out, especially if you're dealing with someone in your life. Shut that door. You guys are going to figure this out. You're going to have a conversation so you can figure out how to have harmony, you know, but it's just like things aren't really moving right now. This is a stalemate situation, and it's on purpose because there's some other things that need to be dealt with so that this can be a good situation for you, because I think some of you guys are just all out of patience with this. You're like, bro, someone's very unbalanced. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius, there's a reason why they can't come into your life. Aiden, I'm not going to tell you again. Some of you guys want to have a new relationship with an earth sign who is unstable and is probably saying a lot of things, but they never follow through and has yet to make a decision on which way they want to move forward. But it's like, they're not really moving away from you. You just want someone to be on the same level as you. Can we have an equal give and take? You know, I think it's going to start with the friendship for you though. What you need to do, 3 of water, go out with your friends. You have a circle of support, talk to them, talk to some people. But I think that you need to stay. If this is, okay, so if this is a sexuationship, you know, you guys are sleeping together and you kind of trying to turn into something else. Right now, all you can be is friends. They're going through legal issues. There could be a divorce. There could be baby mama drama, whatever the case may be in this person's life. They have to deal with that first, and all they could be to you as a friend. And that's how some things should start. That's how solid things are built, if you think about it, because I know me personally, I rush into things and I really didn't know them very well. And then it's like an explosion when you figure out who they are. Like, oh, you're a narcissist. Sweet. Thanks for wrecking my life for 4 years. Have a good day, you know? But it's just like, paying attention, because they got other shit going on that they're not telling you. And I think that they want to open up to you and tell you what's going on. But they're just like, they're going to be sending you a message sometime in the future. And they want to apologize for whatever had happened in the situation. If they had to leave, if they've been kind of checked out emotionally or not talking. All right. Sagittarius. What is the week ahead for Sagittarius? Welcome, Sarah. So for the week ahead for Sagittarius, what is the challenge? What do they need to think about? What do you need to do? What do they need to do? Are you guys down with the air sign too, or is everybody just mentally all over the place? You guys need to rest your mind, because it's like some of you guys you have so much anxiety and stress and worry, and your thoughts are really doing a number on you right now, and you need to rest. And this might mean that you need to take a new direction when it comes to your emotions, or where you're putting your emotions, or how your emotions are being displayed, because there's somebody in your life that you know that you should, if they try to come back, you need to decline their offer because of who they are and what they do to your life. This person that you thought would be so nurturing and caring was the complete fucking polar opposite. And they ended up kind of feeding off you for a very long time, and it fucked you up. And you need to be careful about who you let back into your life, because it's just, this situation hasn't changed. This manipulative energy. I'm sorry, I have a lot of fucking notifications that are irritating me right now. I think that once you guys can clear your mind a little bit, like make sense of all the clutter, realize that this illusion or whatever is keeping you so mentally conflicted, you're keeping yourself in there. Regardless of how it seems, you can get out of this. And once you kind of have more clarity, that's when things are going to move forward in your favor in this situation. Because it's like, you know, good karma that you put out is coming back to you. And it's going to be starting brand new for some of you. Learning something new, teaching other people, doing something, like putting some time into something. And it's like, some of you, it's a promotion and with a lot of money, you know, like getting the recognition that you deserve. But remember that when you start getting attention, it's usually when the cat drags back in the dead mouse or rat from 4 years ago. So accept some attention from somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Do what you want to do. Some of you guys are very influential people, very attractive, and you deserve a lot better than people that don't treat you well. So the challenge, what you need to think about, what you need to do. It is going to take some patience. Some of you guys do need to balance out your life. Some of you guys are dealing with an earth sign who needs to balance out their life. That's why they're not around. And that's why they seem like they have a lot of options, or they still do have a lot of options. But you kind of pick your poison on what kind of energy that you're dealing with. I think that someone wants to have a conversation. Some of you guys know that there's someone or something that you need to move away from. Some of you guys need to physically move away from this energy of this person who is really angry with you. My recommendation is to not tell them you're leaving. Just make a quick exit, you know, because they're going to flip out. The challenge is that this is stuck. This isn't going anywhere. It's a fucking stalemate because this wasn't meant for you. The universe stepped in and is not moving this forward, not letting it move forward anymore because this isn't the direction that you need to take right now. With this person, there is a direction that you need to go, but I think it's a different one than the one that you wanted to go initially with this person or whatever. There was a reason why that this didn't come together in the right way. What you need to think about is that someone isn't stable enough to offer you what you need right now. Someone is jealous and very greedy and remember who they were the last time that they were in your life, the things that they would promise and never did. I don't think that it's someone who's stuck this way. I just think that that's who they were before, but they are trying to balance their life out now. And I think that this is going to involve either them moving away from this person or you. Whatever energy this is, somebody needs to walk away from something or this isn't going to come together until then. I think that somebody has a choice to make between two people. I think that there's love here. On some type of level, there's a lot of attraction. There's a partnership, but it really is a balance of two people. There's a lot of patience and compassion for this. And this person knows who they love. This person knows who they want, but they need to deal with the situation. They need to leave physically from a situation that they're in, and they're not. And that's why this isn't moving forward. Be an equal give and take. They maybe tried to work this out. They went to try to make something else work out. That's why they're not talking to you. but they ended up in a situation that they've been in 1,000 times, where they were betrayed again. They're not talking to you about it. They're not telling you that why they are doing the things that they're doing. They're not really able to move on from this right now, even though they want to give up on the situation that they're in, because they know this person that they're dealing with, they don't want this person to leave them. Someone doesn't want to be left, but someone isn't telling you that. Someone isn't communicating how they feel. This was a wish come true for somebody, but the energy that the other person has in the situation wasn't for them. It was only on themselves. And there was a lot of fighting. I feel like they're trying to have harmony in this situation and come out of this situation. But it's like someone always plays a victim. Someone is always very selfish. And it's up to you whether or not you want to renew the situation. But I do see someone trying to apologize. It's a level of forgiveness, whether it's you or them. And I think that you thought that you could kind of weigh things out and that things could be equal, but it just never was. Some of you guys might be having some legal issues because someone doesn't want to take accountability for what they did. It could be a Libra or an Aquarius. But I just think that someone's very dependent on other people, and they come off like they need you, but it's the real reason why they need you is because they don't want to be alone. They don't want to do shit for themselves. They want you to do it for them. And it's causing a lot of depression and negativity and sadness because this person's really emotionally abusive and manipulative, and they don't know how to get out of this situation. But it's causing them to be emotionally unbalanced. And I think that they're kind of clearing their head a little bit. I think that they want to talk about this. Someone got caught up in some bullshit that you know about. They've had the clarity about the situation, or you will be. But it's about paying attention, trusting your intuition, not taking any action, having the conversation, but I wouldn't act on this right now if I were you. Someone is going through a transformation. Some things need to change. Some things got to go. Some things are going to come back for some of you. Some of it's done completely, and you need to let it go, especially in a marriage that's kind of somebody's dealing with a Taurus who's going through a transformation. So the energy where they were in reverse, they're still going to do shit the way they want to do it, but they are changing. And it has something to do with their spiritual, I want to say awakening, but I don't know if that, or just clarity, something's getting better, and it has something to do with the way they think about things, and it's going to help them to make a choice in the direction. So looking forward into the future, this is going to be something good, but this person doesn't talk about their feelings. You're going to be having clarity about this. There's a reason why there was a breakup. There's a reason why there was a separation. There's a reason why there was arguments. And I think that you guys need to take some time to rest and recover before you let anyone else into your life. You need to heal yourself. This person needs to heal before you let them back into your life. I think that it's like there might be a surprise marriage for somebody, but at the same time, this could be an ending to a marriage. I think that if you were to try to come together with this person right now, it would fall apart because of the things that are going on and the energy that's around. So you need to kind of take back control of your life, of the situation. Maybe this is what they're doing, but it's like some of you guys are going to need to defend yourself. Some of you guys need to kind of block people out right now and be defensive so you don't get hurt, because that's the last thing you need right now. Understanding that there's a reason there's been so many blocks for this situation. You didn't know what direction to go. You didn't know what to do, but it's been blocked for a reason. The universe has been screaming at you or this person, and they didn't want to fucking listen. Now they're backed into a wall where they have to deal with their shit, man. And so be it. But they're going to be opening up finally, motherfuckers. But right now they're kind of isolating themselves. I do see new energy here. Some of you guys might have a new relationship with an air sign. But maybe this is about if you want to have a relationship with somebody new, you need to cut out the bullshit of the things that you're aware of in your life that you haven't gotten rid of. Some of you guys made the wrong decision. This other person probably made the wrong decision. It's like someone doesn't want to isolate anymore, but you do need to remember to be defensive for the right reasons and have faith in the direction that you're going. Understand that you're being guided. If you finally listen to what the universe has been trying to tell you, you'll always be guided. Just not going to happen how you want it to happen, and maybe not with the person you thought. Some of you guys are dealing with someone who needs to get a divorce, or there will be a divorce. Something to do with stability. Some people need to walk away from toxic people or situations to regain harmony in their lives, and I believe that's you as well. You need to have a balance. You need to compromise. You need to make a decision. And until that happens, this isn't going to come together. It's going to stay stuck. So for water, we'll do water signs: Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. What is the energy for the upcoming week? For our water signs, some of you guys are kind of talking to someone new, maybe a fire sign. You're waiting for this person to kind of take action. You're like, I'm kind of feeling you. Are you going to do something about it? Like, what can we do? You know, you're waiting for them to do something, you know, besides message you. Some of you guys just want an equal give and take. Some of you guys could be getting help financially. Some of you guys might be having some legal problems. Something to do with a Libra. Someone got caught doing some shit, but they don't want to leave. Someone's dealing with a child who doesn't want a situation to end because they're taking on the energy of being very immature and codependent. This could be the water sign. And an air sign to make a decision. Compromise. Then want some clarity about all the things that are stressing you out in your life. And I think that you're going to be able to handle this a little bit better because of the clarity that's coming in. I think that water signs are definitely going through a transformation, and the way that you're seeing things and the changes that you're going through is going to help you in the long run. It's just something that we weren't really prepared for. But it's going to bring in new opportunities, letting go of old shit so we can have new shit in our lives, because it's like some of us need to take a new direction, but that means not taking an offer that we originally wanted to take. We're going to have to decline some kind of offer from someone. And that means cutting off communication for right now, I think. So the challenge is that we're not talking to someone that we want to talk to, but at the same time, there's a lot of manipulation around this, whether it's just really unstable. There's a lot of confusion that's causing either us or another person we're dealing with to be really unstable. Someone that isn't communicating that they're dealing with somebody like this. But the challenge is maybe to check our emotions, to recognize the signs of mental and abuse, emotional manipulation. Someone who could be trying to control you and is very deceptive. Someone who's very dependent on you. That you need to have the right boundaries with, and that does mean cutting off communication. changing the way we move, changing the way that we, you know, I feel like some of us just like are so frustrated in the situation because it's not moving the way we want it to. The action isn't being done the right way. There's just been a lot of setbacks, a lot of delays, but that's because it's just not a balanced situation, not a balanced person, and it's causing us to be unbalanced. So I think it's just time to check that at the door. And it's like, what you need to do is maybe stop stressing out about money, stop stressing out about this person who is going to come back into your life. Someone left because they were something where there was a bad investment, something with money. There could have been an earth sign who left. Now they are going to try to come back into your life. And I think that you need to remember why they left. This person might need your help. And I think that maybe it's time for us to walk away from them, or maybe this is about freeing ourselves and our emotions in a situation where it didn't work out the way that we wanted it to. Things weren't equal. There could have been legal problems. There could have been some things that we missed. We're missing out on, and maybe we missed out on an opportunity with someone else because we were focused on this. This could be this person. The reason they're coming back is because they don't want you to leave. But I think that someone is still very involved in a situation where there's a marriage, to someone who's very dependent. It could be a mother and father, but it's some kind of energy where this is something that was already here. This is something that needs to be dealt with, but in the right way. Someone needs to focus on themselves. Someone needs to focus on getting independence on their own, standing on their own 2 feet, thinking about themselves for once, taking a logical approach to all things, and cutting off the emotions that come with this, because it's just fucking us up. And let's face it, some of us are already fucked, you know what I mean? But it's just like, this person is cold, you're cold. Maybe it's time to think about it and make this decision, move forward. Some of you guys need to take care of a medical situation instead of pretending that it's not there. And it could be someone that you're dealing with in your life, or you. Some of you guys are dealing with a broken marriage, and this just kind of shattered you because this is someone that you thought was going to make you happy, and they didn't. Now, I see that they betrayed you. They're keeping an eye on you. But they're not really here right now because they're trying to figure out what they need to do for themselves. And I think that regardless of who's spying, you know, I think that they're doing some work on themselves, to be honest, and their issues with commitment and past abuse that they went through in their life, and having the faith in the situation, because this person really is like, you are their wish come true, but they need to walk away from some toxic things in their life. And that's what's kind of preventing this from moving forward. Some of you guys need to move on from some things in your life. And it has a lot to do with the mental conflicts, the back and forth in your head, taking back control of your life, finding the strength, realizing you had the strength all along, even though you didn't feel like it. You know why this fire sign isn't communicating with you, something that you know very well. Some of you guys might be having a spiritual connection with an Aquarius, but I think that you know who doesn't work with you. You know who's not going to work with you. You know who's all about themselves. Some of you guys are married to someone like this. And in order for you to be stable, you need to realize that the energy that you have around you is chaotic. It's toxic. It's not good. And instead of keeping it to yourself, coming out of Hermitville, because you've learned your lesson, having this conversation with this person that you love very much, and there's been a transformation, but it's like someone is, and this is your soulmate, but someone's just really afraid of making the same mistake again, because in the past, someone was taken advantage of her. That's how they felt. And they're like, I don't know if I want to do this anymore. Can I trust you? Things need to be balanced overall. I mean, that's what you need to think about. It's like balancing this out. What it's going to take to balance yourself out. This stuck energy needs to go because it's causing a lot of like bad shit in your life. And you guys need to take some time to rest and recover by yourselves. The recovery that you need needs to be done on your own. And it's another person can't do this for you, and you can't do this for someone else, no matter how much you care about them. I think that you want to open up to someone. Maybe you need to open up to someone and stop pushing everyone away. But you don't know how to do that. Some of you guys are going to be having a conversation with an air sign, someone who could possibly help you. This could be a doctor. Someone who's going to know what to do to help you. And if someone in your circle of support, you know, go out with your friends, have some fun, do something that you like to do. Getting your mind back in a different place. Yeah, you've been dealing with a soulmate, you know, someone you care a lot about, and it's not like it's gonna go away because it's like you care who you care about. If it's a soulmate, that's a deep connection. But there's other things that you could probably be doing right now than what you've been doing to help you right now, to ease some of this shit that you're going through, because it was one-sided with this person. They were all about themselves. And I think that you've had some clarity. This illusion that you were under with this person is gone now. And there's a new beginning here for some of you. Whether it's about putting time into the same thing or another thing, it's like you guys have choices now. What up? You know, what do you want to do? Pisces, what is the week ahead energy? The challenge, what you need to think about and what you need to do. Pisces, your intuition is off on a situation. You're not listening to it maybe, but it's blocked. And there's something that you need to pay attention to. And somebody doesn't really want a commitment, but they have a lot of options. This could be you. Maybe you need to clear your mind a little bit and listen to your intuition, figure out what's blocking your intuition so that you can make the right choice. Something that your intuition that you're trying to pay attention to right now isn't the right one. And I've heard it said before that when it comes to a Pisces, it's the first thought that you have about the situation, and the ones after that, it becomes more distorted. So be very careful about what one you're listening to, but it's usually the first one that you have that's correct. And to follow through on that one, because it's like there's something that is just throwing you off. You don't know how to fix it. You've tried. I think that you guys want to fix someone or something, but it's like you don't know what to do. You don't know what you want to do. And the reason for that is because like right now there's something you kind of need to wait on. It's about really kind of sitting back and paying attention, trusting your intuition, but the first one, not the ones after that, because some of you guys are definitely dealing with the soulmates. And I feel like you think that they're going to leave. You're trying to leave. And yeah, here's the 8 of water. But it's like this, there could be a baby involved, to be honest, but maybe someone lost a baby. There's a lot of grief here. A lot of emotions that are heavy for you guys, and you're really stuck in your head about it. There might be a lesson that you needed to learn, a karmic lesson. Maybe you guys need to talk to a counselor, some kind of professional. Maybe go to church, whatever your religious beliefs are. But something about that is causing this to be really twisted. It's causing this start and stop energy, maybe with the fire sign that you're dealing with. And you guys kind of know what you want. I think that there's a fire sign you're really attracted to. You really want them, but they're telling you to pay attention to this. Trust your intuition on this person. And be careful of what choice you make about what you're investing in right now. Because who you think they are isn't who they are. And their insecurities are about to shine like a bright diamond. The challenge, what you need to think about and what you need to do. So 8 of Pentacles is at the bottom. I think that you need to figure out on your own, by yourself, for yourself, what you want to do. And this is putting time into nothing else but yourself, figuring out what it is that you like to do, mastering your craft, using your skills, your creative skills, because you guys are very good at something. Some of you guys are very good instrumentalists. But you kind of keep that hidden. You know what I mean? You don't want a lot of people to know. I think that you're self-conscious about it, but at the same time, it has something to do with music, I think. You guys have been in isolation for a long time and you feel like you've lost your way. You know, you're in this stuck energy. Some of you guys were stuck upside down for so long, but now you're coming out of that. And I think that try to avoid feeling like a victim, playing the victim, being selfish. This just could be the energy of the person that you're dealing with. Some of you guys have been dealing with this earth sign for too long. And it's like, they're the ones causing this negativity and this sadness in your life and this depression. This person is fucking you up and they're not going to make you happy. Maybe this person was a soulmate, but how many karmic soulmates do we have in this life that we're not supposed to stay with? We're supposed to learn our lesson and leave. And you guys haven't learned this. I've been doing readings for Pisces for months and it's always been something with the fucking earth sign. What are y'all doing? You know, fuck them. This person always says that they're working on this. They're working on themselves. They're going to change. They're not fucking changing, regardless of how you feel about them. There's no point in even having this conversation with this person anymore. They're abusive. Extremely abusive. And it's just, it would be easier and better for you to not even talk to them at this point. Very manipulative emotionally to you. They're causing you to be unstable and confused because their energy is low and off. The challenge is that you put a lot of time into this person and they keep, every time they come back into your life, they say, things are going to be different. Things are going to be equal. We can help each other out. But you never saw the fucking fruits of that labor. It's just been you putting 7 years or 13 years or whatever the fuck, how long into this person and they're not changing. You're not going to see the benefits from putting any more time into this. This person needs you financially. This person wants you to give them money. They want you to take care of them. It's all about them. What you need to think about is that you know this. Trust your intuition, the first one. Trust yourself. Don't fucking take any more action with this person. They're only about themselves. And it's time for you guys to lay this fucking burden down. You don't have to carry this or this person anymore. If they want to be about themselves, then bye, Felicia. You can't fix this. You can't fix them. And it will not be stable. I know you want it to be stable. Some of you guys are married to a person like this. Some of you guys are living with them right now. And this breakup needs to happen. I think that this person's going to break up with you regardless, to be honest. And they're finally going to open up and tell you that. But it's going to be some arguments and disagreements. If not, that's been relevant this whole time because this person always made it seem like it was something that it wasn't. And you know that you've been made aware of this. Someone's going to be sending you a message perhaps about it, but you made the wrong choice. And it's not too late to change that around. People make wrong choices every day. You're human, but you can't fix this or them. Some of you guys have children with somebody. Some of them have children that aren't yours. And you feel like you need to take care of them because you're the stable one in their life. Or there's something around this. I think that you guys need to listen to someone in your life, cut out the bullshit that no longer serves you, something that you've been made aware of this. Because this person isn't committal type, they're non-committal. They have been in a probably abusive relationship before you. And that's why they are the way they are. They don't know what they want. They don't want a relationship. They will not be committed to you. And it's like you've been waiting for so long for them to just compromise and make a fucking decision, tell you what they want to do, you know? It's like you've tried to do this for so long, but it's always been about somebody else from their past, an ex. Even though you've been here the whole time, helping them, holding them up. And you've had clarity about this, or you will be this week. And I believe some of you guys are you're going to be closing this cycle, and you're going to be releasing this energy. And don't even listen to the messages that they're going to send you, because it's the same shit. You can have a conversation, but you already know how it's going to go. I want you back. I love you. They don't even have emotions the way that you think that they do. They've been faking it. That's how fucked up they are. Addictive, insecure, smothering, dependent, emotionally abusive, manipulative, unstable. Need I go on? Chaotic, intentional. You know what you need to do, and you've been thinking about it. It's time to take action on that, and I would do it quickly if I were you. It's time to walk away. There's something you want to do. There's new opportunities that want to come in for you, maybe a fire sign, but I think that you haven't even noticed. You've been blocking everything else out because you wanted to work on this with them. You believed them when they said that they wanted to too. And it's not your fault, and you're not a dumb person. I believe you guys are caring and genuine, but to the wrong people sometimes. And some people don't deserve it. And it's time to realize that there's new, better things for you when you let go of this shit. Scorpio, the challenge, what you need to do, what you need to think about. Somebody made the wrong choice. Somebody didn't choose you. We were in denial about how selfish and insecure we were maybe at one point with this person, which caused us to maybe make the wrong decision. But I think that there's just a lot of energy of, we know we made the wrong decision, and we know that this person did, and this is why I never moved forward. This is why it was always in a stalemate, and we're releasing it. We've had the clarity about this. We know who they are now. We know what they're going to say, what they're going to try to do, the influence that they did have at one point in our lives. They could be trying to talk to you, but it's time to release this. And defend yourself and walk away, because this person is still doing shit behind your back. Still doing several other people. And in order, I think it's like, have faith that in the future things will change, maybe with this person, but it's more about defending yourself right now and walking away to what is a good situation and leaving behind the people that continue to fucking betray you. Because they're dependent on you. They say they need you. And for other people. You try to work with them. They're going to say they want to open up. They're going to try to have a conversation about how they want to open up. You know what? They have 3 other people, or maybe there's 3 total. I don't know. It's their really immature, sexually based energy of someone that you thought you could be really happy with. Maybe you have a child with them. Maybe you will be if you decide to sleep with them today or tomorrow or this week. You want to have a baby with this person? Another one? How's that going to work out? You're comfortable. They're too comfortable in your life. You got comfortable. You kind of let shit go. You waited for them. You thought that they would make the right decision. You tried to work with them. They didn't work with you. So here you are spending some time alone. Maybe this person is gaining some clarity. There could be a breakup in this situation. Some communication about why they never committed to you. Why? That's what you want to know. Why didn't you ever commit to me when I didn't do anything? You know, you want there to be harmony in this situation. I feel like it's one of those things where you know what it is. You know what's up with the situation. You're ready to begin something new in a new direction, possibly with an air sign. But this needs to be resolved one way or the other, because otherwise this karmic cycle will never close. Running away from this for years is just keeping the cycle continuing. And if you, just because you're walking away from this person, the next person you run into is going to be the same fucking thing, because you're not learning the lesson. You're not closing out the cycle. Some of us just want a fucking partnership. Can we have a balance of 2 people together where it's equal love? It's equal partnership, like 2 people actually working together, you know? Can we have that? Can we not have to hold up everybody else because we're so fucking caring? Like, shoot me between the eyeballs and staple my lip to the wall because I'm tired, okay? Tired. The challenge for you is that you need to move forward. You know that. When you do move forward, Scorpio, there's new things, good things. The universe will reward you for moving forward. Some of you guys are going to start a business. Some of you guys are going to get a promotion. You're going to get a lot of attention. Maybe the right kind of attention this time. But it's doing something you wanted to do for yourself. Being this person, you know. The right person's going to come into your life, but holding on to people that never change. It's time to let it go, because we got to let new shit in, right? It's got to start somewhere. It's got to start with that decision to release it to the universe. This is yours now. Take the motherfucker, because I need to move forward with my life. Having the positivity, speaking it into the universe that this is going to be successful. I'm going to be successful in this when I move forward. I know that this is a decision I need to make for myself and my life, and it's going to be successful. Manifesting the right things in, manifesting the right people. Because God damn it, if I didn't manifest the same bullshit ass thing in my life, because that's what I thought I wanted. A stubborn ass person who never is stuck in their ways, probably will never change because they're a fixed sign. The idea was nice, though. I think it's about taking back control, having this structure, and it's coming, Scorpio. Hakuna Matata. We've been through hell, man, and it's not just us. It's a lot of signs. We've been hit, but there's new things coming in, and it's important to remember that, and it involves leaving behind people that if they can't commit to us or another person, go be with that hoe then. Karma for you will be who you end up with, right? What you need to think about is that this person could be working on themselves. You've tried to fix this. You're living in the past. You're still holding on to this soulmate connection. Tried to fix it a bunch of times. You blamed yourself when in reality, none of this was really your fault. You could equally take the blame for engaging in this for 6 or 8 years or however long, 6 months, 8 months, whatever. I don't know. There's new things that are here though. So remembering that you tried everything. So what do you have to feel bad about in walking away? Because what did you really do wrong? Tried to deal with a stubborn ass motherfucker, tried to get them to see that they could be this powerful person if they could just pull their head out of their ass for 5 minutes and realize who the fuck they could be and who they are. But it has something to do with structure and authority. And for some of us, that means taking on that role ourselves or finding someone who can be this for us, because I'm tired of the back and forth and the upside down and the sideways. Someone who's constantly juggling, never know what the fuck they want. And it's probably not going to change right now. I'm not saying forever, but they're very, shady. Let's just say that. That's a nice word, right? Instead of a fuckboy. So I did air, water. I haven't even really read my comments. I think I have earth signs left, right? Some of you guys want to take the leap of faith. I think there's going to be harmony for some of you guys with the water sign. Fire, water. Well, we'll do earth signs. Five of water and 9 of earth. You guys need to forgive yourself. You need to forgive someone else. And you need to let go of this loss and regret and grief and feeling like nobody loves you, or let go of these abandonment issues and figure out what you need to do to be independent on your own and build your shit. Like, get your shit together, because you know what you need to do. But you got to let go of all this shit. You got to let these fucking dramatic ass people in your life be them. Do what they need to do, but focus on you. Because believe there's drama with whoever you're fucking with. And I don't know. Someone's threatening some court issues, legal issues, and they're just fucking with you. They're not really going to do what they say they're going to do, especially when it comes to legal matters. And they know that you're going to fall for this. Maybe it has something to do with children. This person's all about themselves. So if they're threatening some legal matters with you, just know that they're lying to you, Taurus. And they're very deceptive. And justice will be served in the right way. And it will be even. And it's going to be a final decision. Maybe it's time for you to make that decision as well. Maybe get a lawyer. It's like you fall for what they say. This little seahorse. You're just a sucker for them. They know how to control everything that you do. You need to make a choice on which way that you want to move. There's a fire sign that's waiting for you to make a choice on which way that you want to move, but you need to end a cycle that you're not ending. With a water sign. Let this shit go. This is done. It's over. Stop letting them fuck with you. Don't give them any kind of power or control over you. Don't even talk to them right now until you can fucking realize what you're in with them. Because you haven't got the clue. And if you did, I don't know what you're doing. But whatever they're threatening you with and keeping you stuck with and controlling you with, they're lying. They're not even telling. It's a lie. But they have you convinced. Because they are probably crazy, but they're not going to do what they say they're going to do. They wouldn't even have the brains to do it right. I'm sorry. And if they think that they do, they're dead wrong. So you can go to court, get a lawyer, go to court. They're going to look stupid as fuck. Just saying. Some of you guys need to leave with no warning a marriage or situation that does not serve you anymore. Now, so on another note, there could be a fire sign who's going to give you guys a surprise. The energy, however, that this person has, whoever's dealing with this, is really immature. They're wearing a mask. And maybe that's their weakness. If their weakness is when you leave and you don't tell them that you leave. That's what kind of gets them. And comes to their emotions, they're very emotionally immature and sensitive. So you need to be aware of what your opponent's, Achilles heel is, since they know yours. Now you know theirs. What are you going to do about it? Go be with the person you actually want to be with? Because this is something that is always involving a bunch of people and drama and gossip and partying and immature ass fucking child play. And how old are we? It's time to free yourself. Escaping, for some of you, actually liberating your mind from this illusion that you have been trapped in for at least 8 years. Because there's a child involved. And they're fucking with you because of that. And you do love them. I think that you thought that this could be a partnership, but you under this illusion because of the sexual energy, the toxic ass, Lucifer himself is like involved kind of type of shit. You need to realize that and cut it out of your life. And if you need legal help, get legal help. If you need mental help, go get it. Because you do need some kind of assistance. The challenge is that you don't understand that the way that you feel, this mental stuff that you're going through, the nightmares, the worry, the fear, the anxiety, the grief, the depression, this is what you're bound to. And it's an illusion. Free yourself. You can get out of this. You don't think that you can, but you can, because they have you so scared and just unable to move. But this isn't something that's forever, baby. This is in your head. Tell yourself that. Free yourself. Move. What you need to think about and what you need to do. What you need to think about is that this has always been about sex. This has always been about other people. You thought it could be something else. You tried to make this work. It's not there. Do you love them? What does Drake say? He only loves his bed and his mama. No, you don't love them, but you tell them that, don't you? Maybe they tell you that. Love is a 4-letter word to most people, right? This person's lying to you, and you're not trusting your intuition. And you have good things that want to come into your life. I don't know how many times I have to tell you, Taurus, you have new opportunities in money if you let this shit go, but you don't want to do it. And you wonder why you're broke and miserable. Can you stop? Can you listen to me? Maybe the snowflake knows what the fuck she's talking about or not. Take it or leave it. You've had this call. You need to make this fucking decision. This has been here for a long time. You guys need to do this. Make this call for your life. Wake up and realize that you have a greater purpose, and this is blocking you from that. Make that judgment call for your life. Have the fucking clarity to make this decision. Make a decision and stay there. Final decision. Like, is this your final answer? Yes, this is my final fucking answer. This shit that is going on isn't real. It's in your head. This person is very fucking manipulative, but it's an illusion. The magician is like card tricks and games. It's not real, but you think that it's real. This person's involved in every part of your life. They stalk your Facebook. They fight with you. They start fights with you. They've never really been committed to you. They've always been fucking around with other people. You need to walk away from this toxic shit. Decline the motherfucking offer that they're going to offer you. Spend some time by yourself to recover before you try to go anywhere. But when it comes down to making a decision, make that decision and walk the fuck away from this person. Stop being a fool for them. Don't make this decision again. They think that you're always going to fall. You're their fool. You'll do what they tell you. I know he'll fall for it because he always does. Let this tower fall. It needs to go. It's never meant, it was never built right. And there's nothing you can do about it. You've tried. You can't fix this kind of fucked up ass crazy. And it's really fucking with you to the point where you guys almost need to be like hospitalized in a straitjacket because that's how fucked up your head is right now. But you do have new opportunities coming. But you do, some of you guys need to have a conversation with this, a fire sign. Some of you guys need to have a conversation with an air sign. Maybe you guys need to have an honest conversation with yourself. Have the clarity. Realize that you have growth and expansion elsewhere, my friends. Not here. Good things coming to you once you leave this shit behind. If you're waiting for an apology, it's going to be one that you're never going to get. You need to rest and recover from this so that if you do decide to get in a relationship in the future, you're not going to be repeating the same karmic cycle. Let the karmic cycle close. Call on the archangels, call on Jesus, whoever you talk to, release it to them. Let it go. You guys need to recover before it destroys you completely. You've waited long enough. This isn't changing. They're always going to have someone else. Have the mental clarity about this. Realize that this person will always be sleeping with other people because they're unhappy with themselves and something that happened to them when they were a child, probably a sexual abuse. And you can't fix them. You cannot fix that. And they brought that toxic energy into you and you keep falling for it because the sex is good. What is sex at the end of the day? You know, sex is everywhere. You know, I don't know what the fuck y'all are doing. I don't know. You know what makes you happy, but it's not with this person because it's always about them. It's never equal. And you put enough time. You put enough time into this. It's time to pay attention to the person that's in your life that actually wants to help you. There's someone who has healed you, tries to heal you, is supportive, is here. But you just don't know how to move forward in this. You don't know if you have the strength to do this anymore because the soulmate idea that you have in your head, you're confused. We have so many different soulmates. You're in a karmic one that you need to let go of so that you can actually have the partnership that you want with the right person. But you just never close this out. There's never any closure with this person because they're a fucking narcissist. And they do shit on purpose to fuck with you. Because they don't want to let you go. Why would a narcissist want to let their supply go? They feed off of you and your emotions. Pull your emotions out of it. Pull your thoughts out of it. Start praying. Releasing it. Ask for help from the angels. They can't help you if you don't ask for help. Get out of Hermitville. Let this shit go. Lay this burden down. It's time. Virgo, week ahead, the challenge, what you need to do, what you need to think about. Trying to make a decision about either what can emotionally balance you or trying to make a decision about being with a water sign who, by the way, is emotionally balanced. If you're wondering if they're fucked up, they're not. I mean, I can go check their med cabinet if you want, but I feel like they're legit. And they've kind of been waiting for you, but you kind of been focused on another person. It is going to involve some kind of compromise. It is going to involve making a decision. You do have the strength, though. You are taking back control of the situation. Like I said, you might have a Leo as well. It has Leo in their chart. This could be you might have Leo in your chart. I don't know. You do have the strength, though. Finding your strength. You're finding your strength. To let go of a situation that you put everything into and got nothing out of it. Release the toxic energy that you carry around, because that's why you're stagnant. That's why the situation is stagnant. Maybe this other person that you've invested in hasn't learned their lesson. And that's why this isn't moving and it's not going to. They're getting their karma, but they have to do it on their own. And until they learn, make a decision on which way you want to go. Because you've been waiting or they're waiting. It's just looking towards the future. Once they learn the lesson, I feel like things will be okay. You know, this person's going to be able to communicate things a little bit better to you. And there's a marriage in the future if you really want to know, but it's not right now. Because they don't want to see things. They don't want to see what they've done wrong. They don't want to take accountability for the things that they did instead of playing the victim this entire time, admitting that they have some toxic ass shit that they have going on too. That this wasn't just you, you know, even though they blamed it on you. You didn't do this. You tried to fix it. Somebody cheated on somebody, so you blame yourself constantly, and it's caused you to be kind of fucked up mentally, but it's about realizing that you have the capability to be completely honest with yourself. You're the one who rules yourself and your mind and your life, and you know what to do. Quick, perceptive, self-sufficient. And I think that it's time to act on the decision that you've been kind of delaying because of the person that you love. Waiting for them to learn what they need to learn. But their emotions are still on this codependency and immaturity. They're not, they might say they need you. They might actually need you, but it's way too codependent. I think that you're very comfortable with them. They're very comfortable with you, but somebody got too comfortable. This has the potential to be something really good in the future, but until some things change and this person has clarity, it's not going to be right now. New things are coming in for you, though. Some of you guys, it's a raise, new job, investing in something new, maybe another earth sign, maybe just investing in yourself, realizing that you owe it to yourself to invest in you. Take care of you first so you can be on the level that you want to be. So someday then you can look at a marriage and not be like, whoa, runaway bride, you know? You guys are coming out of this mental, pretty bad mental repetition, things that you were talking to yourself about, things that were going through your head. You're coming out of it. And that has been a challenge for you for a very long time. You guys need to remember to keep and maintain the right boundaries with people, especially ones that break your heart. You need to walk away from someone that you love, and you don't want to do that. You just want them to work with you, and you want them to fucking make this work, but you just keep getting let down. And you guys are both hurting in this situation. And I think that it's time to have the clarity about that instead of repeating it over and over in your head, and just accepting this for what it is right now. And have faith that in the future things will be okay. And you'll get your wish that you want, whether or not it's with this person, but the thing that you truly desire can only come into your life if you release some old things. And some of you want a baby, some of you want a relationship, some of you want this marriage, and it's a challenge for you because of how your mental state has been, but it's changing. Some of you guys might have a new beginning with a water sign. Soulmate, karmic soulmate. Ooh. Oof. See the Magician in reverse? Not a good person, not a good energy. Manipulative. You guys need to move on from a soulmate, a karmic soulmate. Maybe some of you guys are going to be moving towards a soulmate, possibly a Cancer. Accepting, not necessarily being okay. You can accept a situation, but you don't have to be okay with it. And realize that sometimes your success comes from you investing in you first. And then the right things and people and energy will come into your life. The person that you dealt with for a long time is stubborn and stuck in their ways. They only see things one way. They have this mask. Their ego is huge, but it's not. They're emotionally immature. They have narcissistic tendencies. I don't think they're a full-blown narcissist, but they definitely have some fucking tendencies sometimes. And this needs to be something, like I said, they need to learn, but they're not. And there's going to be victory with this water sign for some of you guys. Some of you guys are going to be your own boss. Some of you guys are getting a lot of attention. You're like, ooh, Beyonce's back. You know what I mean? You're growing. There's progress. There's victory. There's good news coming towards you, even though you don't really feel it. But this week, there's going to be some good things coming in for you. And I think that there's going to be some clarity about this person that you're dealing with, whether or not they're going to openly admit they've had clarity about this. They've saw the error of this. They see things now where they didn't before. But at the same time, there's something that maybe you need to see as well, and that you have something in front of you that's really great, but you just haven't been able to see it because of the way that things have went down. Someone is always running away. There's a lot of deception. There was deception. This cycle, this energy needs to go. We're going to close this out this week. What's up? So you can have a new direction. So you can go do something new, something in a new way, new. It's new. And you're finally going to open up to somebody. You're going to let somebody in. And I think it's a good thing because you guys don't really do that. You usually don't open up. And you don't need to be defensive. You don't need to push people away. And there were really weak boundaries in the situation that you were in with this person. That's why it always stalled out. That's why it never worked out. So when I say keep and maintain the right boundaries, the Wheel of Fortune is moving in your favor, but get out of your head with this mental repetition. Watch your thoughts, how you think. There's new things coming in. You don't need to worry about the people that are only worried about themselves, because this is very real for them. They're going to sit in this position until they learn. And I don't know when, 12 days, 12 weeks, a year, 12 something. It's going to work out in your favor. I don't think that you necessarily want to be like, boom, karma in your face, bitch. But it's something that needs to happen because sometimes people only learn when they get slapped that hard and they get that dose of reality. Sometimes they need that to learn because nothing else is working. A part of you feels bad because you feel like they need you. But Are we enabling if we stay in a situation because people need us, but at the same time, have they ever tried to be on their own, or have they always depended on other people because of their own wants and needs? It's affected the way that you move and the way that you move forward, and cause someone to walk away from you. Maybe you need to walk away from them. Thank you, Miss Tiffany. So I'm on Capricorn. I feel like you guys are going to be getting an offer from the same person. There's energy. This is something new. Some of you guys could be having a baby. But what you need to know is it's not going to move forward because this is old energy of loss and regret and feeling abandoned. And this energy is still attached to this offer, and that's why it doesn't work, and it's very toxic at times because they're bringing the same energy back into your life, no matter which platter they come and serve it on, whether it's gold, silver, whatever. It's always the same story, even though it looks different each time. It sounds different. It feels good. Some of you guys maybe need to go to counseling for I don't want to say sex addict, but sexual, something kind of addiction, because that's what's kind of keeping some of you guys bound to a situation that you feel like you can't get out of. But it's a real thing. I don't know if you've always been this way or if this is what you are now because of the situation that you're in, but it is causing you a lot of confusion and like not really being stable in any situation, because some of you guys always get cheated on because you don't know how to commit to someone, because a part of you has a lot of lust. And I'm not laughing or making fun of it. I just feel like it's about being aware of addictions that have been relevant and are controlling your life. Someone is also kind of deceptive to you. Someone says a lot of things because they're very jealous and self-centered. And your advice is to not take any action. I wouldn't even respond to a message if you receive one. If you receive an offer, don't say anything. Pay attention, though, and trust your intuition. Trust yourself this time. Because the challenge is going to be that there's a child involved in this situation where it's codependent, where there is a breakup and you don't want to be away from the child, but you need to break away from the person attached to the child. And it's time to take legal action when it comes to this. Some of you guys don't want to do this, but it's time to fill out those papers for court. It's time to actually go to court, get a lawyer so you can have the visitation rights or gain partial custody or however y'all want to play this. But you don't have to play by their rules because they're wrong and they're lying to you. You might need a legal counselor, but okay, so there's assistance available. It's just finding the person or getting the right advice. Some places give you a free consultation. They could give you some kind of advice if you don't have the money for a lawyer. But I think that there's a divorce that's very relevant to someone that needs to happen, and it's long overdue. And at the divorce hearing, you need to talk about visitation for the child and cut yourself off from the other shit that's attached to it. And explain that to the child because they're old enough to understand that now. This person is always going to promise things that they're not going to follow through on. They promise things to you only when you get attention from someone else to pull you back in. And then as soon as they have you, they don't want you anymore. And they've been doing it to you for a very long time. And it's not changing. What you need to think about is that there's a reason why this is always only about sex, that it's always start and stop. It's in and out. You're going to be having clarity about this person, this situation. This illusion that you've been under is about to pop open, and you're going to have some pretty harsh reality hitting you in the face. You've been under a pretty heavy illusion for a very long time. And I've been under one, and I can honestly say you don't know about it. You don't see it. People will try to tell you, but you don't. It's like you're so wrapped up, but illusions are real. And it's tied to whatever feeling that we hold the closest to us. Some kind of connection, some type of love, some type of feeling. And we don't see it. What you need to think about is that this situation is causing you to be exhausted. You're restless, you have anxiety, you need to take action on this situation because you've tried to fix this. You blamed yourself a million different ways, a million different times. It's really messing with you as far as how you're thinking, the jealousy that's involved in this, but it always ends up in a breakup and an argument and tension because of how this person is, and it's always with other people. This isn't changing. Someone was abused. Someone was in an abusive situation. They're unable to commit to one person, no matter how you play it, no matter what you do, no matter how much time you've put into this. It's time to stop being supportive. It's time to make a decision, make a fast decision, make a movement. Understand that one of you guys has a parent that could help you with this possibly, or there is a person in your life, whether it's an aunt, uncle, somebody who could give you legal advice on what to do, but you need to open your mouth and talk about it instead of keeping it to yourself. And fuck this soulmate that needs to go. It's karmic, okay? All this person never did was let you down, disappoint you, never really got off the ground. That's a karmic soulmate. It's not supposed to be like that. People hear soulmate and they think we're supposed to be together for life. D for L. No, you're supposed to learn a fucking lesson and let them go. You're not. Decline the fucking offer. Don't take any offer from them. Don't talk to them. Jesus, take the wheel. You have new things coming in. Can I take a shout out for 1 second to all the fucking earth signs? Let this shit go so new things can come into your life. If y'all are struggling with money, it's a reason. What's the one thing the universe could take from you and hold it above your head when you don't want to listen to shit and you want to be stuck in your ways and do shit your own way? Y'all are about your money and it's being fucked with right now until you make a call for your life. Make the fucking decision and let the shit go. So we did water, earth, fire. Now we're on air, correct? It's not even about the person. It's about the energy. Some people, yes, you do need to fucking leave a person alone, but it's the energy that you're holding on to. Cycles need to end. And everybody hears this needs to end or this is ending, but it's a cycle. It's the things that you were supposed to learn and you learned your lesson and you release that energy and let it go. But you don't because you want to hold on to this fucking person. But it's like you're reliving this karmic cycle with every person you're with. And it's going to keep continuing until you learn and you close the cycle out. Walking away from toxic ass abusive fucking people for once. Regardless of how much they say they need you. Tell them you'll pray for them. You know, you get some holy water or something. It's not on you to fix them anymore. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, the week ahead. What are you doing? The week ahead, the challenge, what you need to do and what you need to think about. Aquarius, you might have more than one option. I think that you need to move away from someone that you only consider a friend, because they probably want more from you, and you need to kind of remove yourself from that situation if you're not planning to commit to that, to avoid the drama that would come with someone who has abandonment issues, so you can balance yourself out. Because you've been so stressed, you've been mentally blocked on, you don't have the right clarity for things right now. You've made the wrong decision to someone who's lying to you. Are you lying to yourself? Or are you lying to this person because you consider them a friend and you know their mental state and you don't want to upset that thing, because they've been down for you, they've been supportive, they're here for you, but you don't even like them or consider them in that way. I think that somebody sleeps around, someone's very emotionally unreliable. This is just something that you're not even happy. They're not happy with themselves. That's why they act the way that they do. And it's like they keep coming back into your life and saying that they want to work on this and they want to do this right, but they need to work on the damn selves, okay? Give them a referral to a mental health facility. Some of you guys might be getting a message from a water sign or a fire sign. You guys have had a long string of people who are very insecure and smothering and don't want to let you go. It's causing you a lot of mental issues as well. And you trying to balance your life out, but you can't do that if you're dealing with these same people. You can't fix them, okay? Some of you guys are really stressed out about money. You're going to be getting a promotion, actually, or a new job. Some kind of new money is coming in. So breathe, Aquarius, okay? Something you wanted to do, something that you're going to like doing. And I think it's going to be kind of put some pep in your step a little bit, you know, having this free energy where maybe it's not a set schedule where you can kind of do things on your own terms. There's going to be a new career here. And you're going to be really good at it, because you're always good at a job that you actually want to do, right? But it's, you need to find a balance, especially when it comes to your emotions, if you have them. I'm just kidding. I just feel like you might be getting a loan if you need a loan. Someone could be helping you out financially. But you need to be aware of the people that you're around. They're not mentally stable. And you need to kind of pay attention to that and tell this person the truth about how you feel and what you're going to do with your life and what you truly want. Just be careful of how you're speaking to them, because some of your guys' energy is all over the place. This could be throwing you off by dealing with these kind of people. There is some bribery going on. There is some energy of being impulsive and impatient and all over the place, because I feel like your energy is in a low vibration, or it was, or you're dealing with someone like this. It's on the border of a narcissist, but it's something else. And I don't know what personality disorder is, but they probably need some meds, or Jesus, or Mary. But trust your intuition, trust yourself. Don't do anything with the situation right now. Pay attention though. I think that some of you guys were involved with a water sign in the past who fucked you up emotionally. They let you down. You just were really disappointed because you wanted this relationship with them. Maybe you have children with them. You wanted to marry them, and they left you empty completely. Like, this depression, this disappointment is there, relevant. And I think that you're afraid to be with anyone else because maybe this person needed you or was dependent on you or something along that nature. But I feel like there's something that you need to walk away from. There's some things being done behind your back, and you know about it, or you will be knowing about it. And I would be very mindful of any type of reunion that you accept at this point, because Mercury is still, the planets are still fucked. So don't make a decision yet, okay? Just remember the thoughts that you have in your head, they're thoughts. They're in your head. They're not necessarily reality. And you're keeping yourself stuck in your head. You don't have to do that. But you do need to take some action on what it is that you want to do. The challenge is, what is it going to take for you to be stable? What is it going to take for you to be independent, especially with people that are codependent? Whereas I think that you had some codependent energy in the past, but you're trying to break away from it. The challenge is you're trying to change some behaviors. You're trying to tame yourself. And I think that you're doing okay. You're figuring this out. It's just not happening as fast as you wanted to. So you're frustrated, but you're going to be independent. You're going to figure out what it's going to take for you to feel fulfilled. And some of you guys are working a lot. And I think that there's going to be a lot of money coming in, but it's going to be on your own terms. You don't need to depend on anyone else. And that's going to be good for you. That's something that you need to do. And some other people's mental issues stem from their childhood, where they were abandoned. They were not loved correctly, and you keep drawing them into your life because there probably was a cycle that you need to end. And I want to say it was from the water sign. For some of you, you need to let that old energy go, because this karmic cycle needs to be closed, because you're bringing in toxic after toxic after toxic. And you just need to be friends with people right now. Make it very clear, we are only friends. I can only be your friend. I will never be in a relationship with you. And I'm sorry for what you went through before, but I can't commit to anyone right now. Some people live in this fairy tale that their Prince Charming is going to show up on a white horse, but it's like, I think mine is lost in the woods and he's probably riding a blind turtle, because there isn't a Prince Charming coming in on a white horse for some of us, okay? That's not real life. It doesn't happen that way. What you need to do is stop living in the past, stop having unrealistic expectations for a soulmate connection, especially one that was karmic that you needed to release, but you haven't yet. There are some past things that you need to let go of. Stop isolating yourself from everyone. Stop pushing people away. Have faith in yourself. Have faith in the situation. Have faith in the universe that they got your back, especially when you do what you need to do. I think that you're on the right path with trying to regain independence on your own and trying to tame yourself. This is a good direction for you. But are you still kind of involving yourself like 30% in shit that you shouldn't anymore because I want to change, but I like her and I like him and I like this beer, you know? That's not going to help you. And it's not going to make you feel better. You guys I think that you need to know that in your future, you will be really happy. This is here for you. You're going to have the marriage and the family life that you want. And don't let go of that vision for yourself, but realize that the vision that you have is clouded right now because of the situation that you're involved in. And you need to kind of release this energy or this person right now. Release yourself back up and pay attention. This is necessary for you to move forward with your life. at this point, because the next step after this, if you don't move on from some of this, it's going to get worse and it's not going to be good. What you need to think about is, why are you being defensive? Why are you trying to protect yourself so much from being hurt? But at the same time, you're not moving on from the same things that made you this way. You spend so much time being defensive and guarding your heart because you don't want to be hurt like that again, but you're still holding on to the hurt that fucked you up to begin with. Because you wanted this marriage, you wanted this you wanted this partnership, but it's not what you think it is, and it's not going to be until things are balanced, until things are released, until you release a lot of shit in your life. And a lot of it has to do with the mindset that you have about stressing out about having the poverty mindset, because you don't want to be on your own. You're afraid to be on your own. You have a lot of depression because of a heartbreak that you're still holding on to, but you don't realize what it's doing to your mental health. And not only that, what you're blocking from your life by holding on to this. You're not going to have what you truly want if you hold on to this and these feelings and these people. You're afraid to take a leap of faith with someone because you don't know if it's going to be successful. It's like you want to guarantee before you jump into anything that it's going to work out. And that's not how life works. But it's about agreeing to disagree with some people and realizing you can be harmonious. There can be less drama, but it is really about kind of making a decision for yourself to work on yourself. That's really what's going to help you. Taking the steps to do that. Realizing this is necessary for you. For you, by you, from you. Some of you guys are going to be getting a job offer. Some of you guys need to be patient with someone. Be patient with the job that you're in, because I feel like you're working really hard, but you don't really, it's like you don't really like your job, but there could be a promotion for you. Happiness, you can be really happy, but you're going to have to stop sitting by yourself so much. Getting out of your house, out of your room, recovering. Letting yourself be happy, believing that you can be happy again, knowing that this is relevant, that this is true. You don't have to give up on what you truly want or what you can have potentially because of what you've been through. Dreams become reality every day. But what are you manifesting into your life? If you are holding on to negative feelings, you're manifesting negative shit back into your life and keeping it there. Not closing out the cycle, not learning your lesson, not letting things go. Libra, the week ahead, what you need to know, the challenge, what you need to think about. There is like, you guys want to take a leap of faith with an air sign, but they're like not paying attention to you. You feel like you don't even know if they are want to, because it's like, do they just want sex or do they want a relationship? It's like you don't really feel successful in this anymore because it's been something that never really got off the ground. I think that this air sign is coming out of this mental state that they've been in for a while, and I think that they want the same thing in the same way that you do. Be careful of your thoughts and what you're manifesting, and keeping the right boundaries is important, but one of you needs to close out a cycle. Shh, Aaliyah. And there will be success for you. But you don't need to carry the burden yourself. Maybe this other person's really stressed out. Someone needs to go see a doctor. Literally. You're trying to be patient and wait for this. Some of you guys are waiting for an offer from, it's either a job or an earth sign. You're going to get the job offer and the job. Some of you guys are going to have a pretty good paying job. You know what I'm saying? Libra, I feel like you guys you want this partnership. You want two people to come together on the same level, feel the same way, you know, work together. You want this partnership. And I think that it's here. It could be with the Gemini. But they need to open up, and they're not really, because their emotions are like ice cold, and they wear this mask because they figure out they're a lot in their head. But it's more like they're more logical, and you are kind of like, well, how can we work on this? And then there's drama around the people that are involved. There's some old, if you're holding on to any feelings of loss or regret or grief, it is affecting the things that are being brought into your life. And you don't need to push people away or be self-defensive about it. It's time to maybe go to counseling and figure out how you can get yourself out of this situation so that you can be stable and grounded. Some of you guys do need to move on from an earth sign that needs to work on themselves right now. And you only enable them. I'm sorry. Seven of Fire in reverse is the bottom of the deck. So it's like having faith, even though shit is not coming together the way that you want it to right now. God damn it. Have faith though. It will. It's going to. Be mindful of your thoughts. Be mindful of the people around you who are talking a whole lot of this, but it's just lies. Who are your friends? Who are you surrounding yourself with? Be mindful of some energy you have around you. Some people you're around are only about themselves, and they need you. They need to borrow money from you. They need to borrow a cup of sugar, and you need to let those people go wholeheartedly. Listen, bitch, I don't have shit for you. Bye. You know, the challenge for you is figuring out what it is that you want. Where is your self-worth? Where is this other person's self-worth? Something that you wanted to do for a very long time. Taking the action to move forward, something that you really want to do. But it's like you feel like you can't. But that's your thought process. You feel like it's not something you can have. It's something you really want. But for some reason, you feel like you can't get it. And that's not true. You can, and you will. And you need to tell yourself that, because you have really good things coming into your life. You've been through some shit, Libra. But it's coming together. You'll be okay. What you need to do. Let go of whatever family things that you're holding on to, whether it was a broken marriage that's relevant, whether it was someone that moved out. Realize there's a completion when it comes to something that involves a family dynamic or concept that you carry around with you about what true happiness is. Learning something new. Some of you guys want to go back to school. Do it. You're going to get a really good job if you do, first of all. Some of you guys are going to go into law enforcement, law something. Maybe be a lawyer, something like that. But you do need to release the grief that you're holding on to, something with your family, something that you guys lost somebody. I feel like I'm going to cry, but you need to talk about it to somebody. This is beginning something for you, doing something that you've always wanted to do, putting the work in for yourself, working on yourself, working on these emotions that you've hidden for a very long time. What you need to think about and what you need to tell yourself, what you need to remember is not only will you have the job that you want, there's going to be structure in your life. There's going to be victory in this job, in this offer. Some of you guys are going to be your own boss. Some of you guys are going to be starting your own business. Some of you guys are going to be an entrepreneur. Maybe you're starting your own law firm, or I don't know what they're called, but good things are here. Good things are happening. And you need to let go of it thinking that it's not. So enroll in school and know that this is going to be here when you're done with school. And that some of you guys are going to be getting the promotion that you want right now. Take the steps that you need to take for yourself to be happy, because it's time. Where's my tea? Somewhere over the rainbow. Be careful what you're attaching yourselves to. You're around some pretty dishonest people. Somebody might have stolen something from you. Somebody might be stealing something from you. You got to move away from those people. I think that justice is served. You guys are balancing yourselves out. You're back in the game. Like you're getting balance back in your life. You know what you want to do. You know what you need to do. You are going to be able to make this decision you need for your life. And someone betrayed you and they got caught and they want to make things right with you. But the justice is going to be served to this person and they're going to get their karma, whether or not you choose to deal with them again or not. But sometimes you do need to forgive the things that people do, not for them, but for you, so that you can move forward with your life. Some of you guys have been so closed off. You need to open up a little bit and realize that it's okay to be vulnerable and that it's not always going to be a bad situation if you open up to somebody. There's going to be someone in your life that you're really comfortable with, somewhere it's just going to happen naturally, but it's not going to happen until you open up. Stop being so closed off. There's going to be a baby. There's a relationship, marriage, proposal. Someone's going to be sending you a message. I definitely see structure coming back into your life, and it's just be patient, because this job and money news, it's here. Gemini, the challenge, what you need to do, what you need to think about. Aiden. Come here. Sit down. So the Wheel of Fortune's at the bottom of the deck. So not only is this money news, this is progress in your life. This is destiny. Things are happening the way that they're supposed to be happening. You're kind of back on your game. You're back on track. Stop. You're going to be in a situation where you're emotionally fulfilled when you open up, Libra. But you need to let go of the old thing, like they're going to just cheat on me. They're going to do this. You don't trust shit. But it's blocking the love that you want in your life from coming in because you don't trust nobody. It's okay to be, not fully emotionally open to someone, but it's also not okay to never put yourself out there if that's what you truly want. Some of you guys are very powerful people, have the potential to be very powerful leaders. Have some patience in a situation where if there's a lot of drama around a legal issue, don't pay attention to the drama. Pay attention to your thoughts, your actions, what you're going to do about it. Some of you guys might need to get a lawyer for something and realize that things will be balanced, there will be harmony, but you need to remember to take this very slow, and that's how it'll work. Don't just jump in. because there's victory, but you just feel like it's going to be toxic. You feel like you can't trust them, but it's in your head. It's not real. You're used to people leaving you. You've had an earth sign who left you. I feel like you guys have someone in your life that you really want. I mean, this could be your energy of knowing that you can get with whoever you want. You've been through enough shit. You conquered your demons. You're self-confident because you've been through it and you're okay with who you are and what you want, and you're going to get what you want. So put that in your head, okay? Leave that in your head. Don't let anybody take that away from you, because when it comes down to it, you're going to have clarity. And some of you guys that have been dealing with depression and anxiety and going to the hospital and having nightmares and worry and fear, you're coming out of that now. But it is going to involve you not communicating with some people in your life who are very fucking immature. People that live their life in loss and regret and grief and abandonment. And they bring that energy out of you. And it's time to make a decision to cut out these people. Time to make a decision to lay down the burden, the things that you're carrying, the people, everybody's drama. You don't have to carry this yourself. Someone's just fucking lying their ass off about the things they have going on in their life, but it's really their decision. Like, it's really up to them. This is their choice to be that way. You can't do anything for them. So why are you trying to take on their problems? Because they don't want to admit to the fact that they did it to themselves and they continue to live in that energy. Spend some time alone. Collect your thoughts. Send a message to an earth sign, or maybe you're going to be getting a message from an earth sign who is going to be telling you that they tried to go back to a baby mama and it didn't work out in their favor. They're going to court maybe to get a divorce, because there's definitely an ending here. But they gave up because they felt like they didn't want to fight for this anymore with this person or you, and they're starting over from the beginning, doing what they want to do, and they're working on their money, investing in some things so that they can be stable and offer a stable relationship to you. They're just not telling you how they feel. They're kind of stuck in their head. It's a lot of mental repetition. So it comes off, but it's like you make them really happy and they didn't notice who you were in their life before. But there's a conversation here, but I think it's a more spiritual one, because this person isn't very good about talking about things, especially. But there's a reason why you guys are separated. And you need to remember how to work together. Remember how strong you are. Remember that you have control, that you can take control of the situation, that you can move on with this cycle in your life and do the things that you want to do. And the people that did you wrong are going to get their karma, but they're also going to try to come back into your life. And it's up to you to decide whether or not you want to invest in that anymore. So you're taking back structure of your life. I don't know where I put It's really time to take the blindfold off, see things for what they are, accept it, but also realize this is going to bring in a lot of good changes for you. But it's only going to happen once you release things and have hold on to some kind of hope. Don't give up hope. Liberating yourself and your mind from all feelings of lack. Telling yourself that I'm going to get what I want and I'm going to work for it, and you'll get it. Manifest it. Do you want to put that on high or turn it up, because it's getting hot in here? Anyways, I hope that everyone has a good day. I need to get off here. I have a birthday party to go to. So I hope everyone has a good day. I hope that everybody can release this karmic shit so that good things can come into your lives, because it might be bad right now, but it's getting better, right? Focus on that. Anyways, have a good day, everyone. Bye-bye. Get out of this thing.